What's up guys, Peter here. Welcome back to another video. I'm gonna do what I normally do when I don't do either Sly or Charles Cole Steel, so let's get into it. I did this recently, but I just feel like doing this because I don't do it normally sometimes. So let's get right on down to it. Here we go. Alright. First one, just adjust my camera, alright. First one is you discover cold fusion, but it only works when no one else is looking. Okay, honestly, I don't really know what cold fusion is, so I'm gonna have to say no on this one. 37%, okay, never mind. Let's see if people in the comments say what it is. Someone commented, well, it's not exactly something you look at. Okay, that gives me a bit of understanding of what it is, but I don't exactly know what it is. You become a human calculator and can calculate anything inside your head. So in other words, they say I am Young Sheldon from the Netflix series Young Sheldon. So they say I'm basically him. But you lose the ability to read or write. I could always learn that, right? I could always learn to read and write. So, I'll just say 1 second. I'm going to say yes on this one. Because, as I said, I can always learn to read and write again. And I would want to calculate anything inside my own head. So I'm going to say yes on this one. 21%, really? I can't read any comments because it says I can't read, so I can't read any comments, even if they're good. Next one. You can travel through time, but only to the age of the dinosaurs. Oh. Well, I do like dinosaurs, but most of them are ones that are carnivores. So, all the ones that I have three favorites, and those three favorites are carnivores. So, for example, my very first favorite is Tyrannosaurus Rex, of course. Well, I mean, like, that's a given. Secondly is a pterodactyl. That's one of the reasons why I like Aerodactyl from Pokemon, as you can tell. And thirdly, I like Triceratops. Now, in saying that being said, I think I don't know why this is, but I never really liked Jurassic Park or Jurassic World. I never really liked that because I just don't know why. I just never really sat with me very good. So I just don't understand. I just don't really understand why I don't like it. I just don't. But for this question, travel through time but only to the age of dinosaurs, I'm gonna say probably no, because I don't want to be killed because, as I said, most of them are carnivores. So I'm gonna say no. Oh, so close, 48%. Some of the comments said this was T-Rex saying nom. And no, someone else said, no, I'm tasty human. Someone else underneath him said, so a free suicide button? Exactly! So next one. You get unlimited iTunes downloads, but Tumblr will be deleted. Well, I use Tumblr. And secondly, iTunes, I use Spotify and voice memories, so I don't really need iTunes. So, Tumblr will be deleted. I don't use Tumblr anyway. I'm gonna say I'm not gonna use iTunes, so I'm gonna say yeah, sure, even though I'm not gonna use it. 74%. Someone said, I don't have Tumblr and nor do I listen to music on iTunes. Same. I think I might be a couple of years too late to this dilemma. It's 2024 after all. No offense to the iTunes or somebody users of 2024. That was 2024 was last year. You'll become the greatest game developer of all times. That'd be cool. But your games will be overseen, marketed, and produced by EA Games. Okay, I know KSI doesn't like EA because he's always abusing their production or like their company. And because he said, why would EA give me players? I'm always bad mouthing their company, their business. So I'm gonna say, he was talking about FIFA by the way. I'm gonna say no because me developing games, it doesn't really. I don't really want to be the greatest game developer. I mean, Black Fox used to do that before he does what he does now. So I'm gonna say no on this one. Oh, 45%. Okay. Next one. You never have to pay taxes again, and the government gives you all of your old tax money back. But once a day, once a day when you wake and go about your day, a comically large anvil will appear 10 meters above your head and start falling. Oh. Let's see, if you guys don't know what an anvil is, it's basically a like massive piece of metal or stone. I don't know. I can't really tell you what it's shaped like because I don't know what kind of shape it is. But if you don't know what an anvil is, search it up because I promise it's nothing bad or nothing bad, like nothing inappropriate. An anvil is something that is very very appropriate for this channel. But if you don't know what an anvil is, just search it up and you'll see what it is. And it'll start falling 10 meters above me. No. No, I can't. No. 73%. You could breathe underneath water, but when you touch water, you become a mermaid. Okay. Firstly, I know where this scenario comes from. There is a show called H2O, and it's got to do with these girls that whenever they touch water, they turn into mermaids, and they have to be completely dry to become human again. I've never seen it, but if you then you're probably saying to yourself, then Vijay, how do you, if you've not seen it, how do you know what it's about? This is why, because Black Fox has watched it, and I've walked out there sometimes, I've seen him watching it, he explained to me what it's about, so that's how I know. So I'm going to say no, because I don't really go swimming, and I only take showers, and that's the only time I'll become a mermaid if I take showers, which I do every night. So I'm going to say sure on this one, I guess? Yeah, 64%. You will marry your identical intellectual partner, but your partner will be physically unattractive to you. Well, just so you know, I wouldn't marry someone if they weren't attractive, right? I mean, of course they have to be attractive, and yes, they have to have a good personality, but if they're unattractive, I wouldn't be with them. So they have to have they kind of have both looks and personality. Both of them are a good thing to have. But I'm gonna say no on this one because it's just my preference, I guess. So I'm gonna say no. Yeah, 68%. See, I'm not a bad person. You can marry any anime character from any anime show you want, but you're stuck in the character's world and become an anime character yourself. Okay, this is a great scenario. So, anime character, who do I want to marry as from an anime? Let's see. Does Katara count from Avatar? Does Katara count? let me see if Black Fox knows, because he's an anime fanatic. Let's see what he knows. What he thinks. Well, he's not here. So that means I'm gonna have to answer it myself. I'm gonna say yes, but I'm gonna say let's say Katara does count. So I'm gonna say yes, but if she doesn't, I don't know who else to pick. I mean, okay, Pokemon. I know that counts. I'll probably choose May. You know, Max's older sister. I'll probably choose May. So I'm gonna say yes on this one because May's hot. I don't care what anyone says. Yeah, 60%. You become an all-powerful human, able to manipulate matter, energy, time, and space. You also gain immense knowledge and understanding of all the universe and immortality. But your new powers have you depressed and apathetic, especially towards the human race. You eventually will be hated by society for not helping enough. I'm gonna say no because I'm fine the way I am, so I'm gonna say no. Well, 46%, okay. This is the last one I'm gonna read out. You have to answer in the comments. World peace, hunger is non-existent. Everyone in the world is happy, but you have to move to another planet where there is no peace, everyone is hungry, and happiness does not exist. Thanks for this video. Be sure to comment down below your answer. Be sure to subscribe and turn notifications on so you never miss my videos. I love you all so much. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video. But until then, peace and lights out.